Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's get ready for this live chat. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe right now. Come on in. Oh, yeah, tell me, my screen went out. Okay, that was like, what was going on here? Let me see. Hold on. Okay, not sure what's going on with that. You can't hear me. Hmm. Okay, can you all hear me now? Can you all hear me now? Tell me if you can hear me now. Okay, you all can hear me now. Okay, good. I don't know. Whenever you're trying to be great, something always steps in. Something always steps in the way. Okay, so we're gonna get right on into it. Tonight's candle fragrance of the evening is Pure Wonder. Pure Wonder. If you remember the candle fragrance at the end of the evening, you will receive 10% off of your Seychelles clothing. Okay, now you can hear. Okay, good. Okay, now let me go ahead and add the link. Let me go ahead and put the link in. Oh, Lord. Jesus. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. So tonight, let me show you all a few things what we're getting into tonight. What's that on?
That $500 fee can be paid through Zelle.
This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it?
However, if you insist on taking me on a date, there will be a $500 fee. That $500 fee can be paid through Zelle, Cash App, or Apple Pay. I'll send you my phone number and you can send the motherfucking buttons. Then we can discuss an arrangement.
Okay. No, don't bring no potatoes. No, bring the check. I'm paying for my meal, your meal. I'm not paying for your kids' meal. No.
I don't do coffee or drink dates. Now, I understand that some women like this or prefer this because it's a quick turnaround, 30 to 45 minutes. If you don't like him, you can get out of there. It works for some people. If you like it, I love it. This video is not for you. Keep scrolling. However, for me, as for me and my household, we're going to have higher standards.
How much does a guy have to make to be with y'all?
Shit. I hope that nigga make probably like, what, 300K a year.
300K a year?
Yeah. I need 6K.
6K?
600K.
600K.
Yeah. That's all.
Because the hood nigga already gonna go above and beyond when he comes to a girl like me, because he's gonna appreciate what I bring to the table versus a good guy who knows he has all.
Okay, guys. So that was a bit of what we're going to get into today. So within that, I want to go ahead and shout out our sponsors really quickly, and then we're going to get right into our conversation. Okay, can you all hear me?
Yo, what's up?
Yep.
Okay, guys. So we have Chinaza, Ryan, and Mike in the building right now. Travis, if you hit that link, you will be able to add as well. And we could go ahead and get started. Okay, so guys, really quickly, were you able to view the reel?
Unfortunately.
Okay, so with that reel, you had a lot of different women who just had their own little input. So just grabbing what you saw initially before, because we're going to dive into each video. But I want to see exactly what you all were your initial thoughts just from the 2-second clip. Shanaza, you can go ahead and start.
So the only one that I really found credible, interesting, was the young lady who were having dinner with the guy and her children. And old boy refused to pay for her children's meal, which I thought that was one, just a little petty, and two, very disrespectful toward her and her family.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I definitely think the dinner that was my thing too. Like, okay, that's interesting. Going to dinner with your your date, and then you're trying to get a meal. I think that's interesting. Mike, what was your step out? What was your sound out? That just took you over edge.
Well, yes. So I want to say, that was a good game from the Cleveland Browns. First things first. What I want to say is like spending that $500 just for your time. That's just kind of like some gold digger type of stuff. Yeah, I couldn't do that. As a married man, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, $500. That's extreme. I definitely think that's extreme. Ryan, what about you?
So kind of, I kind of agree also with C. I mean, I can't pronounce his name. Is it
Shanaza?
Shanaza. Okay, yeah, Shanaza. I was going to say Chinaza, but yeah, but I agree with him. I think that with with not paying for the kids' meal, I think that was also petty. Kind of remind me of a similar video I saw on IG. And like, hey, they ain't my kids, so hey, fuck them kids. Yeah.
That's like an open shoplifter. He's like,
yeah.
Exactly. He's like, oh.
Exactly. Oh, you're muted.
What's going on? Okay, Leah. So Leah is here too. Leah, if you are ready, we can go ahead and get into the first conversation, the first link. I want to talk about real quick too. Have you all been on social media this week? What all are your takes on the Will Smith, Jada Pinkett banter? Mike, you go ahead and go first.
Well, they had an open relationship for a while. So whatever they do in their own home is like, what I want to say. That's kind of like their business. They should have kept it under wraps.
Okay, welcome, Travis. We got you on the panel now.
What's up, cuz?
What's going on? Ryan, what did you think about the Jada Pinkett Smith with all her words and wisdom she's been dropping this week?
So for starters, so my thing is, okay, if you guys been separated since 2016, then like why are you calling her your wife, and why even get mad for Chris Rock? Why even slap the shit out of Chris Rock? Because I mean, y'all, she said they ain't living together. She said they're not living together, and that pretty much, and then like now that pretty much explains why her and August Alsina was together, because her and Will ain't together. So there really was no entanglement going on. It seemed like they just wanted some attention in a way. So that's what I think. I think that I think Jada just like wants attention, and Will is like this fucked up in the head.
Right.
Everybody, but you gotta think about it. Everybody want attention. That's celebrities.
Yeah.
And they're gonna do anything to stay in the chat, anything to stay relevant. I feel like.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm about to say they whole family weird.
Yeah, whole family weird.
Man, yeah.
Okay, let's listen to Amanda really quickly. Let's see if I can get this to play.
Enough. Ma'am, stop talking. Leave us out of it. Everything I know about this people's relationship, I have learned against my will. I'm so tired of knowing these people's business.
That's what I said.
Tired, boss. I was tired.
So maybe Amanda,
leave me out of it. Please, enough is enough. You know this.
So I think Amanda sums it up for many of us. I think we all are kind of like over it, but I think she has a new book coming out, so she's pushing her new book. So I think some of it is gone overboard, but I do think people in the limelight, they want to do whatever it is to stay in the limelight. I will say, I don't know, but I want to get into our first video of the night. It is a video basically what they had a party. It's a party that they had, these women, and I want to get your reaction. So tonight is going to be a lot of reaction videos. So just go ahead with it, and let's see what your initial thought is when you see it.
Last Friday night, oh, I would dance with somebody. I want to feel like with somebody. Yeah, I want to dance with somebody. With somebody who loves. There's a stranger in my bed. There's a pounding in my head. Glitter all over the room. Pink flamingo.
I'm gonna play it one more time. So this is a boyfriend thing game night party.
Last Friday night, oh, I would dance with somebody. I want to feel like with somebody. Yeah, I want to dance with somebody. With somebody who loves. There's a stranger in my bed. There's a pounding in my head. Glitter all over the room. Pink flamingo.
Okay. Okay, guys. So
Sorry.
Wow.
It's a theme party. So Chinaza, hit me with yours first. How do you feel about the theme boyfriend party?
So if it's a themed boyfriend party, so does that? I believe it was the first one came out with the rainbow drinks. Does that mean her dude is down low?
I don't know. Okay, so welcome Leah and Katrina. They're added to the chat as well.
Yeah.
No.
So
Hey.
So whenever I see the rainbow, hey ladies, whenever I see the rainbow, it just, it puts me in that place. Because that's their logo, their brand.
Okay. So, it very well could have been, right? It could have been. Ryan,
so what do they celebrate?
So basically they come into a party describing their men or what?
Right. That's what I'm saying. If that's what it is, yeah. If it is a relationship.
Yeah, that was the thing. Go ahead.
A gay guy, a poor guy.
I'm about to say a trash guy.
Yeah, all these different type dudes. Yeah.
Now, I guess my question is, Leah, why is it that the women didn't put anything positive up about any of the guys? See, everything was negative. Why nobody said anyone was sweet or anything like that? What's your take on that?
Actually, and it came out like basically they waking up with another guy that morning. Head banging. So what kind of party was that?
He ain't shit party, pretty much. That's what it was.
That's what it was. Leah, what was your take on it, Leah?
I was saying, I mean, if that was their current situation and that was their current boyfriend, it was more of a reflection on them, because if that's the way you felt about those men that you were with, why are you still claiming them as somebody to be in a relationship with? So I honestly didn't understand the purpose of the party if those were their current partners.
Yeah, it's like a bash a man kind of movement. Katrina, did you see it?
No, I'm coming in on the end. I'm trying to catch up on what's going on.
Play it back one time, Marchel'e.
Yeah, them drinks look good too.
Hey,
They might have been poison for real.
Yeah, I'll try the dirt bag one.
The dirt bag one.
Yeah.
want to feel like it with somebody. Yeah, I want to dance with somebody. With somebody who loves. There's a stranger in my bed. There's a pounding in my head. Glitter all over the room. Pink flamingo.
Dirt poor. I'm sorry. Dirt poor look good because I love chocolate.
I said caution.
Yeah, I'm a little lost. That's a new party to me. People just keep coming up with all these new parties and celebrations. That's new to me. It kind of looks like I would agree. It looks like a bashing party.
I think so. Okay, well, I'm ready to get into the first. I'm ready to get in the first clip. The first clip, it is fairly short. Let's go ahead and put this and see.
That's too much pressure.
Got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Okay.
You're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about it. Yeah. Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
I ain't mad at you.
Oh, okay.
So
yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So you expect a man to go all out on the first date? Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted.
Okay. So that's the first. So basically, did we all see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely some BS.
Okay, so to sum it up, she doesn't want to go to a chain restaurant. She doesn't want to go to a chain restaurant. She feels she looks too good.
And she's not even all that.
Exactly. She's not even a dime really. She's more like, I don't know, a nickel.
Ooh, child.
I would have took her to Applebee's and got the 2 for $20.
I feel like those.
Yeah, probably would took her to the sauce maybe.
I feel like those type of women. I feel like those type of women are a 2 looking for a 10. Like you want and have these expectations for men to bring everything to the table, but you have nothing yourself. And then on top of the fact, I think a lot of women misunderstand the relationship. When you first meet a person, no one is obligated to go all out their way. The purpose of dating or when you first go out is just to get to know each other. No man is gonna go and spend $300 and $400 on the first date, and he may not even like you.
You got to work your way up. And Cheesecake Factory is, I think, is an expensive restaurant for a first date, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's high.
Yeah, like what? Like I ain't taking you to Wasabi or nothing for the first date. I mean, you got to go to maybe Applebee's or I don't know, like Fridays or something like that for a first date. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess my question is it an income level thing? Is it a looks thing? Is it okay if the man makes more money, he's willing to spend more on a first date?
No, it's not. It shouldn't even be that. It's at the end of the day, I'm not about to waste my money on something I know that it might not work out because you might not go with me on the next date.
I agree to that.
Here's my thing. the money part shouldn't even be an issue. Number one, it should be something that they're mutually agreed upon. And number two, whatever restaurant they go to, that woman should always make sure she can afford her own meal at the end of the day.
Period.
So every woman should come out with enough money to cover their own meal.
Correct. Because even if, for me, if you take me to a fancy restaurant, that's fine. But if our conversation is not vibing, I don't care how much you about to spend. If I don't like you, we're not about to finish this date. So I'm okay with going Dutch and getting in my car and going home.
Oh,
So you would get up. If you're not feeling the date, you would get up in the middle of a date?
I wouldn't like just be rude and get up in the middle of the date, but I would definitely communicate that the vibe is not vibing and that we need to end the date. If it's not feeling like it's something that I'm comfortable with, yes, I would. But I wouldn't just rudely get up, but I would definitely communicate that we need to end the date.
Leah, is that something you would do?
First, before we even got to the date, I would have to check the vibe when phone conversations and stuff like that. So before we even made it to sit at the table together, I would already have kind of got a feel from to see if there's somebody that I can actually sit down with at a table to a full meal. So that would be the first thing. And then once I got there, if the vibe wasn't good, like she said, I wouldn't be rude and just get up and end the date, but I would try to push it along and know that I wouldn't be contacting that person again after that date. But as far as the young lady in the video, to me, I have a hard time believing that those be authentic videos because a lot of that stuff seems staged. Because I honestly can't see somebody acting like that, like on the first date. I could be wrong, but a lot of that stuff is staged.
I don't know. I think women do act like that. I think social media.
Women do. Women do. Yes, they do. And it's crazy to me that they feel so entitled.
Value for content for social media, like just seem staged to me.
I think it's real because you do got some who do actually have like that ego and think very highly of themselves to think that they should get more than that.
Like, so if you were there, we know you're married, so we're, these are all hypothetical. So if you all are in a relationship, this is no disrespect to who you're with. We're just having open discussion. So if you were out on a date with her and you pulled up at the Cheesecake Factory and she's like, no, I'm not getting out. Why did you bring me here? Now, mind you, you've been feeling her all up until this point. Like you think she's sexy. So we're talking about how she looks. So she's super sexy. Conversation has been great. Y'all pull up. She like, you know what? I don't like do the Cheesecake Factory. I don't like this. Can we go to Ruth Chris? We need to go to a steakhouse. What's gonna be your response?
Guess what?
Have a nice night.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump back in my car and I'm gonna light that blunt up and tell her to have a nice day.
Yeah. Well, for me, I get to save about $100, so I don't have to
tell her thank you, for saving you some money.
For the meal and the drink.
Yeah. Don't call me. I'll call you. Yeah.
So see, that's the whole thing. In a situation like that, y'all supposed to have that agreement on what y'all was going, like what you like to eat, this and that. That supposed to be y'all
conversation before they pulled up. Like that's what I say. It seems staged. Like they didn't. She just jumped in the car and just rolled to wherever he took her to. Like what did they talk about before they got to the Cheesecake Factory?
Right. That's what it is.
Oh, I think y'all been a little hard on
conversation that y'all have.
I do. I think y'all been a little hard on her. And why I say that is because one, I think she was wrong in her expectations as far as what she feels as though she requires. But two, maybe this dude just assumed that all black folk like the Cheesecake Factory.
That could be true too.
And say, okay, let me take you to the Cheesecake Factory because all black folk like the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, no, but she said she doesn't like chain restaurants.
Which is like chain restaurants.
No.
She don't like no chain restaurants.
Restaurants. So not just
this is a Cheesecake Factory, which you see a lot of black folk at the Cheesecake Factory.
I see white folks there too.
We do, but I'm just saying,
very diverse.
All I'm saying is it just seems as though I'm gonna take her side and his side. I don't personally go to the Cheesecake Factory. And there's a lot of restaurants out there that are way less expensive and a lot nicer than the Cheesecake Factory. You just have to be in the streets to know the difference between the two.
Okay, but she says she's not going to any chain restaurant. She looks too good to be at chain. Okay, so call it Fridays, or let's say Applebee's.
You can't pay me to go to Fridays. I don't go to chain restaurants myself. I don't frequent those places.
Okay, so
y'all need to hook up then.
Right, I'm about to say you better message her. But you know what? Here's the thing. I know men that won't even take you on a date that costs money. Because some men feel like they just want to take you out. Let's walk on the beach, or let's go have a picnic somewhere. They won't spend money on the first date at all, because the intent is to get to know you and to feel the vibe. So money shouldn't even be an issue at the end of the day.
Yeah. Especially if she ain't paying for a date, money should not be an issue, because she probably wasn't going to even pay for it.
But that's where the communication piece come in, and like, what conversation did they have before she got in the car and rode to whatever restaurant with him? Like, that's where I can get.
Well, we know that some people have what I call a representative, right? When you first meet them, they tell you how they have things going on for them and how, this and that reels them in, right? So whatever conversation, it seems as though he was like egging her on to believe that he was at a status that was her so-called status, or maybe higher.
Okay, let's see. Let's look at video number. Let's try video number 2 really quickly. Let's see what we think about this one here.
Yeah.
Give me the clear cut.
Today I licked it before I met a few months ago out with my friends. This nigga been texting me for weeks, talking to himself. Why I didn't block him? Bitch, I don't know. But today I was bored and I had time, so he texted me like, "Can we meet for drinks?" And I'm like, "Yeah, meet me here." They got the best fucking oysters in Atlanta, like hands down. So I'm like, yes, I can get some content. Come on, it's so good.
Oh, she had all you can eat.
Right.
No, it said it was $15. So each tray is $15.
Keep them coming.
Yeah, when the fourth one came out, he was looking at me crazy. I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, baby, you invited me out. I'm gonna eat, and I was coming anyway. But I ain't gonna lie. Now I wouldn't have did all that, but I did do all that. It was so good. I was not expecting it to be that good. It was just so good. Like I had to. It was so good. So after that, I'm like, baby, what's next? What I'm about to eat? These potatoes, they were so good. In the crab
Oh,
cake,
she got a big belly, honey.
Why the fuck this bitch ass nigga say he going to the bathroom and never come back? The fuck? Like, hold the fuck on. It's been like 10, 20, 30 minutes, bitch. What the fuck this nigga at? Had to end up grabbing a tab, bitch. Nigga left me with his little one fucking drink. Yeah, bitch. I'm so glad bitch keep me some money, because what? That was crazy to me. And I said, bitch, you run out on the tab. He talking about, I'm offering you to drink. The fuck are you talking about, bitch? Yeah.
Well,
damn.
Yeah. First of all, Fontaine is one of my favorites.
First of all,
Well, thankfully she had her own money.
Hey, I'm going off the comments. I don't even think she even went on a date with anybody. That was like an imaginary boyfriend.
That's what they said, that she was there by herself.
Yeah, I think she just wanted attention. She's like Jada. She just wants some attention.
Okay, right. But it went in line with what Katrina was saying. How Katrina said, you want to make sure all ladies, you keep your own pocketbook, you keep your own money when you get ready to go out. So, Trav, how would you have handled that situation? She just ordering tray after tray after tray. Was that a reasonable? Because it was $15. A lemon drop probably like $15, $16 out. So was that a reasonable bill, or was he tripping?
I mean, at the end of the day, it was real, but y'all was want to discuss over drink. She wanted to get appetizers and other type of stuff. Like you just use, you know what I'm saying? I just want to have a drink of the conversation with you.
So do you okay, so do you
wouldn't
stop the woman from ordering another tray? How do you manage that on a date? I'm just curious.
Well, I mean, you got to manage your pockets. If she's trying to go into them, keep asking for stuff and asking for stuff. Now she wants crab legs and stuff like that.
Yeah, you got to cut her off sometime. Like, let her know, hey, this is like end of the line after this tray or something.
Right.
Yeah,
you all would say that.
Yeah. If we're on a date, if we're on a date and if she's ordered too much, I'll be like, because I'm very blunt, and I will tell you, I'll be like, yo, okay, so is it all right, man, if we spend this amount, like this is the limit for the date, I'm like, because I'll just be straightforward.
They told her she got a big belly and all of that.
That was a lot of food and drinks.
Yeah,
she would have been cut off after the second tray of oysters with me because I like oysters too. So, she would have been cut off maybe after the second or third tray of the oysters because we definitely would have been sharing them oysters too. If you're talking about 15 a tray.
Yeah, no offense to nobody, but she sounds like she's from 30 Projects.
Exactly.
Oh my. Okay, so Shanaza, you said that's one of your favorite restaurants. You said you love the restaurant. So, how would you have handled that?
So it's interesting because I remember Fontaine's when they were $6 a dozen, and it wasn't until after COVID that the price doubled. So that was our spot on Tuesday night. We would go there every Tuesday night. So I don't eat that many oysters. I don't. But if she can get out like that, you know what it is. Because I know when I invite someone out, I can tell whether or not they are taking advantage or whether or not they just there to have a good time. If you didn't have a good time, then it's no big deal. But when you order 5 drinks, that means they don't have to carry you out of there. So no, I'm not gonna do that. I will tell a person I don't want to, but I'll tell a person, hey, you need to ease up. Especially if we really ain't kicking it like that. I don't want to, but I will.
But see, I wouldn't kick it with no female. A female like that's talking about you like that wouldn't even be my criteria.
Yeah.
Oh, he keep calling me and texting me and the fuck.
It doesn't bother me. It's a great time. Anyway, so we really ain't tripping on no check. I mean, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I said we're really not tripping on no check. So I mean, it is what it is. We just got to get up and go to work in the morning. That's all.
They can get whatever they want.
More hours.
Here's my take on this, and I think for me this kind of sums it up. People are out here dating hurt, right? They're dating hurt. They're going through experiences where people are taking advantage of them. So when they go out on a date with the next person, and as soon as somebody does something, they want to throw out these expectations and standards and not taking people for who they are. They're carrying on what the next person did. So for an example, me and Trav went on a date and I went past his budget, right? Because there was no communication, because that's one of the major things, like Leo was saying, communication. So I go past his budget. So now he mad and he hurt to the fact that I ain't taking no more girls out on no date. They not about to keep going in my pockets, right? And then you have the same thing for women. Women feel like, okay, I've been talking to this man and he tells me how he wants to wine and dine me and do this for me. And then you take me to Cheesecake Factory. It's those type of things that put people in those mindsets, and instead of just clearing out and moving on to the next person with an open mind and an open heart, they're carrying on all those different things with every person that they're interfering with.
No, I wouldn't have mine. I wouldn't care about no bill. That's money. I don't know.
I was using you as an example, Trav.
I'm like,
I thought Katrina would have got mad and exploded or something.
Right, you know me better than that.
While you eating and drinking, I'm gonna be eating and drinking right with you. Shit.
Exactly. Let's enjoy this date.
I got a question. I have a question. And I want everybody to answer this question. Women, you just flip it if it's a man. So you all are on this date. It has to, we still talking like kind of first date issues, first dates. So you're on this date, and the whole time the person is on the phone. Now, mind you, on the phone can be just snapping. They trying to do their Insta story because they at their favorite restaurant. They at a restaurant they've been wanting to go to. Their kids keep calling them because they want to know when their mama coming home. Job comes like, so it could be something important, or they could just be texting their friend about how the date is going. How do you all react to a person who is on the phone? Shania, first. Okay,
I mean, evidently,
because I want to hear from everybody. So, Lee, I want you to go first. Go ahead.
Okay. They said if they're constantly on the phone, I would ask them, is everything okay? And it's something going on where it's something that they need to step away in. But if they're constantly on the phone while we're trying to go on a date, I would try to end the date because that would make me feel like they're not interested, and
period.
We're not vibing. So I would try to end the date. Like, I wouldn't be rude about it, but once they said if it wasn't something important, like I said, if they have kids, that's just a given that, people want to make sure their kids are okay. But if it's not anything important, and they're on social media or texting and just not present at the date, I would really end the day. And usually on the first date, I would drive myself. So yeah, it would just wait to be in.
I think that's a big one there.
Just to piggyback on what Leah said, you got to be at least feeling me to be on a date with me. You know what I'm saying? If you texted somebody else, you could be on a date with that person. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
I mean, I would like to also piggyback off what Leah said. I mean, I would be asking her, if everything is okay, and then if it keeps on continuing, then I'll just straight up ask her. I'll be like, do you want to just go? You want to just leave? Reschedule. I mean, well, yeah. If you on the phone,
people on dates.
You having a conversation on a date. I mean, I can see if we on Instagram and stuff on our phones and multitasking, but you having a conversation on the phone about something else and we on a date, then yeah, I mean, I'll just ask. I'll be like, do you want to like reschedule or just go? I mean,
how to reschedule?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Okay, we got another guest. There you go. You got it, girl.
Yeah, I had that. Thanks, Trav. Happy belated birthday. How everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm doing good.
I would do like Leah. I would communicate and ask, hey, is everything okay? And then me, I'm kind of like a jokester a little bit. I'm like, well, it would be nice to get to know you today. Something like that. Just kind of like indirectly say you need to get off your phone.
Shanaza, what you got? Because you seem to be going against the grain the whole time. So what you got?
Hey, I feel like you're talking about me. So in other words, I'm that person that will probably be on the phone that would not be having a
So why would you be on the phone if you're on a date?
No, I would not be on the phone, but I'm
okay.
I'm very quiet. When I'm not having a good time, when I'm not enjoying myself, I'm very quiet. But, I've never been on a date where I felt like I was being ignored. So I don't know. So I've never experienced that.
Okay, so Duana, the question is somebody is on the phone the entire time you're on a date. So be it they're
Hey, how are ya?
Okay, so they're snapping, they're on Instagram, their kids keep calling. How do you respond to a guy who's just on the phone the entire time? Business, whatever the case is. How do you respond to that?
I would just tell him, I think it's a little bit rude. I just tell him, I think it's rude. We're supposed to be, talking to one another, getting to know one another. Now, I would see, if we've been doing this a minute, then they on the phone and stuff like that. Yeah, but not when it's our first date.
Not the first couple dates, at least.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you don't mean to tell me everybody is this blunt now on dates?
Yes, you
yeah.
have to be.
But no, this is what I'm saying. You got to think like this though. That is, if y'all went on, I'm asking you to go on a date. We get there. I sit down. I whip my phone out. I'm just on it. I ain't paying no attention. I think she'll feel some type of way, like where,
Yeah, I
what
get
the fuck
out of
did I
there.
come
I
for?
will leave.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and especially if a woman doing that, you just on your phone. I'm like, but damn, what the fuck we here for? I might as well just go and cancel this day and get it moving.
Yeah, next. It's called
Yeah,
next.
like don't be wasting my time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So let's go. We're gonna go into our next video. And tell me what you all think about this one
Put
here.
the ice out for me, would you?
So let me go to the hood nigga, because the hood nigga already gonna go above and beyond when he comes to a girl like me, because he's gonna appreciate what I bring to the table. This is a good guy who knows he has all these options. He's gonna take me for granted. So I'll just go to the hood nigga who gonna, you know what I'm saying, take me on the adventure I deserve.
Okay, so did you all hear her?
Yeah, we heard her loud and clear.
Okay, one more
So
time.
let me just go to the hood nigga, because the hood nigga already gonna go above and beyond when he comes to a girl like me, because he's gonna appreciate what I bring to the table versus a good guy who knows he has all these options. He's gonna take me for granted. So I'll just go to the hood nigga who gonna, you know what I'm saying, take me on the adventure I deserve.
What options?
That didn't make any sense. That didn't make any sense.
That's the
at
highlight.
all.
That's the highlight reel for tonight.
That didn't make any sense to me.
So wait a minute though. I listen, I hear a lot of things because I'm a bartender. So I'm in the scene a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I can relate to that side a little bit too, because there are some guys that, they may be from the hood, but then when they see a nice looking girl, she's not like a normal hood person. They do sometimes go above and beyond because they're trying to woo her, right? Sometimes they're trying to woo her though for the wrong reasons, but they expecting something at the end of the night. But then you do have those men that do have things going on for them and they feel entitled, like a woman is supposed to do this and do that. I kind of can see both sides.
Interesting. Shanaz, what's the chuckle?
Date who you're compatible with.
It's funny.
Stay in your lane, so to speak.
Okay, but what she's saying is she made it seem like she's a professional. So I'm assuming professionals are in her lane.
She get money.
But she's saying,
But I don't agree. I so disagree with that. If that's who she identifies with, if that's who she says, okay, that's what she gets her most satisfaction out of as a hood dude, then that's what she's compatible with. I can't see myself dating her because she's gonna take me to the bank. She's gonna be on one side of me and the other. And the only thing that will stop that is that I understand finance. So it's like I know where to stop it. The hood dude gets up every day and hits the street. He
Once
does.
again, you got a budget.
Yeah, absolutely. He gonna hit the street every day. He gonna hit the street every day.
so for the single man, or when you were single, do you have a monthly budget for a date?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's a monthly budget for a date, but I think it's just a matter of understanding finance and being around someone who respects and understands finance. That's all. I don't think a person that understands finance is going to have you out there just messing up money, because that's going to turn them off. That's going to make them not like you because they see you being irresponsible. And they know that later on in life, we're going to be struggling to keep the lights on because you spent all the money trying to impress them.
Yeah. Well, as a single guy, yes, I do have a budget. My budget for when I go on a date is no more than 75. No more than 75 for the date.
Can you have
Wow, I like to go to 5-star restaurants.
Oh man, you should have been on earlier then. You don't like chain restaurants.
Oh, you don't do chain restaurants either?
I do. I want to get dressed up real pretty. I want to get dressed up real nice and go somewhere elegant.
Like the Cheesecake Factory, you'll do that.
I'll do that.
Okay, I mean,
But
so
I don't really like their pasta. I don't know what's the raving about the pasta because it's not that good.
and I will be honest too. Now, if I got gift cards or a coupon, you best believe I'm gonna use them on the date too. I'll whip it out in front of you.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's the thing too, right?
Why you can't whip it out for yourself or whip it out when y'all go on dates a little further down the line?
Ooh, now wait a minute. Now I'm okay with a lot of different things. I think if you got a coupon,
yeah,
or
that's
a
just
gift card, I
absurd.
would be like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Don't
So here's the thing, guys.
When I took a girl to IHOP and used that gift card, she was, she got a good laugh out of it, and she still spoke to me the next day. So,
right, because you was being truthful. You weren't trying to hide the fact, like, hey, I'm going, spending this gift card.
Yeah, I mean, it's a recession. Shit. I mean,
yeah.
I think you should have just cooked at home. I don't know if you want to invite her to your house or not or what, but I would have saved that for myself. I would have saved it for myself.
So here's going smooth, and I feel like, why not use it since I got it on me? I mean, I don't know when the next time I might use it. So
they're gonna.
I would have just saved it for myself.
I get Ryan. So Ryan is hanging out with someone who can appreciate him or appreciate something as simple as IHOP.
Yeah.
She ain't really tripping on IHOP. And I can appreciate that right there. But we can definitely go to a high-end spot, but we can also chill at IHOP. Like,
I see if it was like, I'm sorry. I see if it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, we just coming from a bar and we hungry.
We wanted to try them Grinch pancakes. We wanted to try them Grinch pancakes. That's why we went.
So you know why a lot of this is so funny to me, because as I indicated, the atmosphere that I'm in a lot, I hear a lot of these conversations, and one thing that I hear a lot is men that are very prominent and have money. It's kind of like a bait thing. They'll take a woman on a lower date, just because they want to see what that type of woman is, what that woman is going to act like when they go out. And then if that day goes good, that next date is going to be at a different restaurant because, again, women do purposely make dates just to get free food, and then they don't want to have nothing to do with guys anymore. So I hear this stuff like all the time. I'm talking about Fortune 500 businessmen say that, they'll take a woman to a cheesecake factory because they just want to make sure that this woman is not in it for just his money, right? And when they get those type of responses, then they know, hey, I'm not going to deal with this woman no more. But when they have a good vibe and they get a good response, then it starts to progress from there. So that's the problem. I think a lot of these communication, like Leah said, this is where a lot of that stuff falls in. Because if you really start paying attention to a person talking to you, you're going to know where they're coming from and how to handle that man or that woman when y'all get together.
I agree with her. Like, I've actually been on dates before, and they coupons. It wasn't like a first date, but been on dates. We've established everybody. Like, it really didn't happen. I was enjoying the person's company that I was with. First date, but I've gone on dates with people that I've been with. I can feel the foundation of everything. So
you're breaking up a lot, Aaliyah.
In and out a little bit.
But purpose
and ice. More ice.
Are you on a date, Michael?
Yeah, he's on a Netflix and chill date.
Y'all know what? Nowadays,
giving me water and stuff like that.
Hey, Dage, I got a coupon, man, for cheesecake. You want to go?
Nowadays, I just like to go on a date by myself. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, Miss Ice, what's going on? So let's get into
family.
Let's get into the next video. The next video.
That's funny.
Oh shit.
I can't hear it.
Celibate.
Okay.
And no longer willing to date anyone. However, if you insist on taking me on a date, there will be a $500 fee. That $500 fee can be paid through Zelle, Cash App, or Apple Pay. I'll send you my phone number and you can send the motherfucking funds. Then we can discuss an arrangement. However, if you decide that you're going to text me or call me before you send the motherfucking funds, you will be blocked. Yeah, that's how we're going to do that.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna play.
Due to the fact that men
I'll play it back one more
make my
time.
ass itch, I have decided that I am single, celibate, and no longer willing to date anyone. However, if you insist on taking me on a date, there will be a $500 fee. That $500 fee can be paid through Zelle, Cash App, or Apple Pay. I'll send you my phone number and you can send the motherfucking funds. Then we can discuss an arrangement. However, if you decide that you're going to text me or call me before you send the motherfucking funds, you will be blocked.
That is hilarious.
That's absurd. That is absurd.
Okay. So just real quickly, I want to run through a couple of these comments. When a chick says she's celibate, just know she's been ran through like a track meet. Somebody else says, "Ain't that deep, shorty? Fellas just beaching me and put that $500 towards something productive. Rise up, kings. LOL." Never trust a chick who cuts off their eyebrows only to draw them back on. Yeah, take that
She look real
$500.
pale.
Get yourself a passport. It seems like people aren't feeling it. We miss Kevin Samuels. Oh my God, I used to laugh at.
Yeah, he was funny.
Oh
yeah,
my
he
G.
was funny.
He okay.
He was.
So I need to know, Mike, what's up with the $500 deposit before she even accepts a date?
First things first, I wouldn't pay the $500. But if I did pay the $500, where do you want to go on a date to? Because that sounds like, rent payment or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so Miles just joined the chat too. So Miles, hopefully you got.
What's up, y'all? Hello.
This person, this last one, she was asking for $500 before she even accepts a date.
Mm-hmm.
Miles, what's your take on? What's your take on?
$500.
Well, she had a right to ask. I mean, I had a right not to give it to her. So, I mean, you can ask all day. That don't mean you're going to get it.
Okay, Miss Ice, what you got for it? Just say if it's flip flop the other way, male asking.
What? There's never. And as a boy mom, no, my sons would not even date a woman with that mentality. So no,
okay,
I'm not here for it.
Back to that underlying question: is it an income thing? So if you were in the top 2 percentile of earners in the country, $500 may not be nothing to you. You think she's is it if money wasn't an object? Let's say that. Would that be like okay? I'll go ahead and do it. It's like paying a. So
but what's your point? Like, what do you need $500 for? Like, what?
Right.
What have you done?
Yeah.
She just.
But what you trying to do? It sounds like a call girl type of mentality.
I was just about to say that. It sounds like she escorting.
Yeah, like what do you do that you need $500 before I even give you my number? Like, what's that about?
Yeah, scam likely. Yep.
Yeah, you done ran off with the plug.
I mean, the girl from Cheesecake Factory looked better than her, so no. Even if 500 wasn't nothing to me, I wouldn't even know.
No.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
Shanaz, what you got?
I've seen what $500 get you in Las Vegas. That's a joke. Come on.
So you need an exchange for $500.
I cannot.
I just can't. I'm sorry. That's just so. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No.
That's exactly what scam likely looks like.
Yeah, she's just not relevant at all.
Yeah.
And
That's like somebody in your inbox talk about send me $50 and I cash at me $50. I turn it into $1,500.
Right.
I do that a lot.
And
So
she's not.
what has been some of your worst dates? You want to give me like your worst date, and everybody else think of something. I want to know your worst. And get in the back of your head like your best date. What makes for a bad day for you, Delana?
What makes a bad date for me? When a guy say he can't afford it, he can't go there.
Okay, so most men, and I think the men can say, back when I used to date, they do always say like, "Hey, where you want to go?" Right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying if you throw out a place and he's like, "Nah, not that place. That's too high or something," that turn you off.
Yeah, big time.
Okay, so have you ever
If you
been?
asking me,
So we at the date. Wait, I want to say we at the date. What made a bad date once you have been out with someone?
I didn't ever actually have a bad date.
Oh, look at you.
Amen.
No, praise the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm an energy person. I'm an energy person. I no.
Okay, not a bad date. Leah, any bad dates that you can recall?
First.
Wait, I think your audio still's going. Your audio still's going out. Try to log out and come back in if you can. Is that dying out? What's a bad date you've been on, Katrina? If you've been on one.
So there was this time where we had conversations for about 2 weeks. Everything was good. We were vibing. We had went out because we met each other once, and then we just had conversations, and then we actually went out on a date. And it was all about, oh, how good I look, and I should come back to your house. And I wasn't feeling that because at that point I felt like it was starting to become disrespectful. So to me, I call that a bad date.
You said a man was
so they
talking
were
about how
kind of
good
moving
he
too
looked.
fast.
No, he was talking about how good I looked and, just started to approach me basically like coming back to his house and one thing going to another.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought she was going to explode. Oh man.
Ryan, stop it.
Ryan,
This is
any
what
bad
I
date?
think. But listen, let me say this.
Yeah.
This is what I think. I think a lot of men should get off before they come or something.
And women.
Whoa.
Women. And women. Mm-hmm.
I really think
is
so.
watching.
So the date could go smooth because a lot of them do after the date or after going out, what they want,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he did take me to an expensive restaurant. We had went to Fleming's at that time. So our bill was pretty high. And maybe he thought that he was paying for it, but no, it didn't happen.
Okay, so time out. So we're gonna get back to that question. So I want to know, fellas, do you all think in your mind that it's a fair exchange? Miles, you go first. Do you think like if you spend it over a certain dollar amount, that the woman is automatically supposed to go to the bedroom?
Not necessarily, but I mean, it just depends on how the night is going, Like, I mean, if I spend number one, I'm not gonna spend $1,000 on the first date. That's just not going to happen. So, I mean, I don't think I would spend more than what I'm comfortable with anyway. So, no, I really wouldn't have that expectations on the first date or something like that.
Travis, you've been quiet. What you got?
We can't hear you.
I think you muted.
Can you try it again? Okay, well he's getting that together. His audio. I can't.
I don't even remember our first date. Where did we go?
Mike, go ahead. What you got?
You mean besides Miami?
I want to go back to the the horrible date. It's like a combination where the girl keep asking for stuff, and then the girl on her phone and stuff like that. So that's kind of, for me, that's like a terrible date.
When they keep asking for
And
stuff,
she
you
like,
mean
well,
like while they're out on that date, or they're asking for
while
things
we
like
out
to go
on that
shopping?
date. And can I get a couple cocktails? Can I get something for my kids? And can I? And then they usually jump in their car and they pull straight off.
True stories.
That's just like
At
taking
least she had
advantage.
her own car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kiss goodbye, no nothing. Just get in their car and pull straight off.
Oh, Shanaza, go ahead.
So we have this park here in Atlanta. It's called Chastain Park. So Lettucey was there that night at Chastain, and we were having a great time. You pack a picnic basket and you do wine and whatever you want in the basket. So everyone was having this amazing time, and everyone got a little drunk. Lettucey came off the stage, down into the crowd, and was in my face dancing, singing. I'm like, oh my God. And my date started doing the drunk dance in between us.
All right, you got a 2-in-1.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
She was trying to get Lettucey before you.
That was my horrible date. That was my horrible date. It was.
Okay. So I have a next video. This video is a little bit lengthy, but she has a lot in it. It's almost like a 5-minute video. I'm only gonna play it once, but I really want you all to listen to. Listen good to this one. At least I thought.
Before drink dates. Now, I understand that some women like this or prefer this because it's a quick turnaround, 30 to 45 minutes. If you don't like him, you can get out of there. It works for some people. If you like it, I love it. This video is not for you. Keep scrolling. However, for me, as for me and my household, we're going to have higher standards. I'm talking to this guy, and I'm going to read it to you because we've been talking for a couple days, and he started talking about meeting up. So he said, we should get together over some pear and lychee cocktails soon. And I said, that's really sweet, but I prefer dinner. I like to get dressed up. Now, I always try to say it nicely because I don't want to be like, I don't accept drink dates. Like, you don't have to be mean. You don't have to be, you can be nice about it. But I let's just say I prefer dinner because I like to get dressed up. And he said, I see. What type of places do you have in mind? So I sent him a list of places that I've been like wanting to try, all sorts of different budgets. Okay. It ranges from like medium to a little bit higher, all different locations around the city. So he can choose like what works for him, you know, timing and budget wise. So I sent the list of places. He says, these places sound really nice. I think it'll be fun to get to know each other over some nicer dining options. Here it comes though. But I wanted to let you know up front that if we were to meet at one of those places, I'm comfortable splitting the check. I usually will do drinks or something on the simpler end for the first meetup to see if there's a connection first. So my thing is, I don't like the coffee or drink date because they're trying to audition you to see if you are worth an actual dinner. This is the thing for me. Like, I know men, the number one thing men are judging you off of is your looks, right? When they see you, they meet you, they're going to be like, okay, how beautiful is she? Is she put together? Do I find her attractive, right? That's the number one thing. Your personality may come second, sure. But the first thing is how you look, right? So with that in mind, my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer costs $32, okay? Why would I put on a full face of expensive makeup, do my hair, make sure my nails are done, make sure there's no hair on my body, and then come and spend 2 hours of my time talking to you for an $8 coffee or a $16 cocktail? Be oh so for real. Let's take it even deeper. When women go out with a man that they do not know, they take a huge risk. Men are crazy. Okay, do you watch the news? Like 1 in 5 men are violent. He could unalive you. He could RAPE you. He could stalk you. He could harass you if he feels like it. Like, it is very dangerous, extremely dangerous. When you go out with a man, you have to share your location with your mom and your friend. You have to send a screen recording of his Hinge profile and the conversation that you guys had, so that if you go missing, they have context. You have to text your friend every half an hour while you're with him to let her know that you haven't been beheaded. You have to take an Uber so that he doesn't know what kind of car you have, and just in case he's crazy. And then when you get home, you have to text somebody to tell them that you made it home alive. Men aren't doing that. They don't have to worry when they meet a woman that they do not know that their lives will be in danger. Quite the contrary, men benefit from just being seen with you in public, okay? If you are beautiful, poised, well-dressed, it reflects well on him. People look at him and they think, oh, wow, he must be the man. Ooh, he probably has money. You know what? He's probably a good guy if he can pull her. And this is especially so if you are more attractive than him. If he's fugly or he's overweight or he's short, they're like, oh yeah, he must have money in order to be able to pull a baddie like that. So my thing is like, what's in it for women? We've already spent more money than you by just putting our makeup on. We're in danger. Like, what's in it for us? So then all of that, plus this man is a pharmacist. Okay, you mean to tell me you make upwards of $150,000 per year, but you can't take me to $120 to maybe $200 dinner, 2 drinks, an appetizer, 2 entrees, and a dessert? Like, and that kind of thing. Look, men are supposed to be on their like best behavior when they're doing a first interaction with a woman. Like, that is when they are at their absolute best. So if he's being cheap now for a first interaction, he's going to be cheap on your birthday. He's going to be cheap on Christmas. Like, that kind of thing, that only gets worse. It never gets better. That is the type of man that's going to want you to work full time, pay half the rent when you guys move in together, do the majority of the housework because he doesn't want to hire a housekeeper, raise the kids, plan most of the things. And then after you do your 16-hour shift of labor, he's going to want you to be happy and sexy for him, for his pleasure that night. Like, that's the kind of life you're looking at. So you know what? Good for this man for asserting his boundary. He did it very nicely. And it showed me what his like attitude or approach is when it comes to dating new women. And ultimately it gave me the opportunities to choose. And I have my boundaries too. So I chose to not accept it. And so I didn't respond or anything. I didn't like bargain with him or try to justify anything. I just quietly unmatched him because I wasn't gonna let him play in my face. But like, obviously if you're on TikTok, like this is not irregular discourse. Like, this is very popular. Like, the Red Pill podcast men are always talking about like all of these things. So like, it's not uncommon. Like, men are trying to get away with this these days. They're trying to see what they can do. They're trying to get at you for less than $20. Okay, so the pharmacist tried to give me a coffee date on a Friday. Saturday, a surgeon took me to a beautiful dinner with a view. The next day after that, this other man took me to this food event where the tickets were $250 because he wanted us to have VIP. So don't feel scarce about it because there are plenty of men, there are a plethora of men that would be more than happy to show you a good time. So never settle. Date until you find the best man for the job, and you got this. That's my TED Talk for the day. You didn't ask, but I felt like you would listen. Send this to one of your friends who needs to raise their standards and tell me what you feel like in the comments.
Okay, so
Alrighty
then. That was a
She
lot.
talked a lot.
Yeah, longest TikTok ever.
That was a lot. She definitely had a lot to add.
She did have some great pointers.
She said a lot. She went through a lot of different points.
I think a lot of men should start taking consideration into that.
Into
what? Into what?
Into some of the things that she was saying. You know, for as y'all want to take me on a coffee date to fill me out, you know, take me to the park. You know, a guy asked me to take me to the park. I was like, I declined. I just was like, no, I go there every day for jogging. No, I'm not doing it.
But wait, why? If dating is supposed to be getting to know somebody, why do you want to go?
Because I go there all the time. I go there every day by myself. I just didn't have the energy and the time for it. I didn't have the energy.
What if he had some mimosas?
He didn't have the energy and the time. I didn't have the energy at the time, and he didn't have the money, so it was like, no, it just didn't work out.
Didn't have a Starbucks gift card or nothing to bring y'all coffee.
Even if he had mimosas, I wasn't going.
Right. They don't even have to be coffee. It could be tequila.
I think a lot of people just need to start dating in their budget, like how we pay our rent and our car notes and stuff like that. I think they just need to stay in their budget wise.
Okay, wait. I want to get into that. So I had asked earlier, do men have a budget for their dating?
You did
So
say that.
I'm saying that the woman that they date should be within their arena, or what?
Yeah, I'm talking about on that level. You know,
What is
like
that? Okay, so
not
what
going
is
out
that
their
based on?
boundary. Not going out their boundary. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so how does a man know? Is it based off a woman's look? Like, what is the scale?
Like she said, like the poise, the dress right, looking good, smelling good. All them factors play a big part of it. You know.
I disagree. Because I know women, again, the environment I'm in, that will come in with Gucci, Chanel, looking good and hair done, and they live in the hood. They live in the projects.
Yeah,
Because
I
guess
was
where
a
got that
project
Gucci
girl.
and Louis from?
Chinatown.
That's where they got that Gucci and Louis from.
Chinatown.
Right.
I think a lot of it is materialism, and that's what a lot of these. I think people are just too materialistic in general.
Yeah, got that.
I
got that
mean,
Gucci
the
from
men,
China.
I agree with that.
got to speak for real about the situation. We not asking them for a date. They asking us for a date. I mean, I'm bold. I ask a man out. I be like, hey, what's up? I slide in your DM. I come approach you. I do all that.
So if you are asking for the date, do you pay?
No.
It's a good question.
Oh, damn. We gotta watch out.
No, not at all.
See, it's always the rule: whoever asks pays.
But this is what I will do when I
But
go
if
on a
we
date.
pay,
Listen. This is what I will do now, and this is what I'm starting to. This is what I'm about to start doing. I want y'all all to listen up, and y'all take corners, okay? Start paying for your own meals. When you go out here with these men, pay for your own food. All that could be ended right then and there.
Okay, wait, Miss Ice, how you feel about that? Because I ain't going on no date with no man and paying for my nuts. I'm gonna go by myself.
Right.
You know, I'm over here ready to explode. This whole topic and everything is just a bit much for me because I am from the old school. As a divorcee, as a widow, someone brought up in the 80s and the 90s, I feel like chivalry and being a lady is like almost null and void. So we're like facing an uphill battle of what we should be doing opposed to what we see people doing. So in my opinion, it's all of what that young lady was speaking about, but it's not. It is about how and the why she's speaking about that. To me, she was already saying that she was on online dating. So we've gotten away from actually speaking to one another, getting to know one another. The initial contact, person to person, face to face, for that initial screening. Do I even want to give you my number? To my makeup cost, $30-some odd, baby. That's what you should be doing for yourself anyway. It don't matter if you're going on a date or if you're going out by yourself. That's who you put it on for yourself, and then you're gonna attract that, and that's that man with that energy that you have. And then if y'all connect, and that's something right there. And I think the men are really more concerned about their pockets from being used and abused, and somebody just trying to take them to the bank.
Yeah,
that means our pickers are off. I like to watch The Millionaire Matchmaker, and she really gets down to a lot of the shadow work that we should be doing. I heard before I came on someone say that people are dating hurt. People are dating hurt. People are not whole people coming to the table, and so therefore you're only going to be able to get and give what you are. And if you're not a whole person, it's already an uphill battle. So
yep.
it's just a lot. I think that Me personally, I do like to be wined and dined. I'm not paying for nothing. If you're asking me to go somewhere and do this, that, and the third, no, I'm not going to the park. I'm not about to be set up for murder, you know. And we are in a lot of danger when we go out because people are weirdos nowadays,
Yeah.
you know. So it's a lot going on, and you know, I just feel like dating
It's scary.
is not necessarily dating.
It's a job,
You know,
y'all.
it's more so like a give and a take type of a thing, opposed to what it really should be is getting to know each other as that feminine and that masculine energy coming together as one and seeing if it could work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay, I
that's
got a
kind of
question
what
for
I was
Miss
saying
Ice.
too. I feel like people are like having a representative. They're not coming as themselves. They're not being genuine with themselves because they're jumping, you know, when you're jumping from person to person to person, you're not actually even getting to know who you are. So you're going into these different dates with all these standards and expectations because like you said, Miss Ice, you see what other people see. You see what other people have, you know, so you feel like you have to, you know, get with the Joneses and you're not healing, you're not, you know, figuring out what it is that you really want because at the end of the day, you can have a man that got all the money in the world, he wines and dines you, and then a month within your relationship, he can go have to file bankruptcy or something. Now what you gonna do?
Or he could be going
Or he
upside
done
your
cheat on
head
you.
too.
That too.
All types of
Yeah.
stuff, you know, and that's what whole people need to come together with other whole people. So I just think it's some type of vetting process that we're missing the mark as far as being human beings off the top.
I agree.
So I got a
I'm gonna
question for you,
add.
Miss Ice. Like I said,
What'd you
I
say
don't
there?
mind paying for the whole date and everything when we go out and stuff like that. But if I pay for the whole date, would you pay the 10% tip?
The tip. The tip.
Listen, I first off, I feel like this is what I'm saying. We're talking about money. You know what I'm saying? What we have as a person, you because I'm a boy mom. My sons are in their 20s and 30s. Okay, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
say, and I'm gonna do what a woman should do as well as what I would want my sons to be catered to. Okay, it's not about the money. It is about the gesture. I don't
I don't think so.
if we're initially meeting, right? Why and you're asking me on a date, why am I supposed to have to do anything? This is what I'm talking about with chivalry. I'm from the old school when the man does it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about let's go back to Big Mama time where the man was just happy to go, you know, get Big Mama a car, go get her that new stove or what have you. You know, that when they had that one meme with Big Mama, they said that one moo and she was just dressing and she was just cooking. And they said this is what kept Big Mama, you know, pregnant and all her bills paid. You know, I'm from that school.
I got
So
you.
no, I'm not gonna pay that 10% on the first date. No, not and no. And if that's what you're looking for, I'm not your girl.
Boy,
But
why
at
you
the
gonna
end of
give
the
us
day,
a
I
job?
am that woman. I'm that
Whoa,
woman
whoa, whoa.
who will cater to you, do everything that you want and more if you're my man. But let's get to that point.
Oh man. Oh, okay. Well, she
Because I
makes
would
up
treat
for
my man
10%.
to a whole dinner. You won't have to worry about the 10%.
Oh, yeah.
But that's
Okay,
after
I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
it's called courting.
After we got to get
That's
to
what the
know each
word I'm
other
looking for, courting.
Okay, so
And that's
and consistency.
That was good.
another
That was real
question.
good.
How do you court multiple women if you don't have like expendable bank account? Like, how do you navigate getting to know not a lot of women, but just say you want to date 3 or 4 women at once? Some me, I don't know people's budget, but you know, the average man probably can afford to pay $200 each meal while they're going out. So how do you all navigate that expectation that a woman may have? So how do you date multiple people? Do you now only date one because your budget doesn't allow you to date multiple? Or do you try to just stick to the ice cream dates because you want to go out with a multitude of people? Chinaza, what you got?
Gotta go to work.
I'm going to work. He's spending his money on all the ladies. Okay.
She gonna get what she want. I'm gonna get what I want.
Yeah, you just gotta go to work. You
gotta get paid.
Oh man.
But see, that's how it leads up to the next level and the next steps of things. That's how it gets serious.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of like sit back. I like sit back and like just like weed them out kind of because sometimes I will date multiple women, but and then I just I kind of like manage it. Like because I'll be like, hey, I got like a bottle. We can go to the park and like just be chilling, drinking, something like drinking out of the bottle or something like that, or if it's a check where I did some overtime, I'll be like, yo, you want to go to Wink and Lizard for their wing night and pizza night?
Yeah, now that's cool. Stuff like that is
right. That's cool.
But that's how I do it though. I just manage it for real. I play it by ear in a way. That's where I'm gonna play it by ear with
that's fair.
Now hold on. Like I did coming to Atlanta. Now she a friend of mine. We went to a expensive restaurant. I didn't know where the fuck we was going. But when that bill came, I said, shit, we about to wash the dishes.
You should have known better. You messed around and found out.
That motherfucker bill was $500. I said, God damn.
But y'all was drinking and eating
They was dipping and doing it.
I think 90 is the most I've ever spent on it. 90 is the most I've ever spent on a date, I think. That's probably the most I think I've ever spent in my entire life. And that was because again, for the ones that live here in Cleveland, I had used my birthday discount for Benihana, so that's how my date.
However, you gotta get it done.
No discount.
It came in like 90. That's the most I've ever spent.
I didn't even know.
I'm you the coupon man to me, goddammit.
Yeah, for your birthday to give you a coupon, so I used it.
Was you doing extreme couponing? Was you doing that? Did you take advantage of that?
Hell yeah! I mean, if it's a coupon, I'm all about budgeting. I'm about budgeting, and if I can save money, I'm gonna save money.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I think you should step out your comfort zone. Step out your comfort zone a little bit.
You got to think about what all we got to do. You got to pay the mortgage. You got to pay the car payment.
We got to do that too. As women, have to do it too. Right with you guys.
Yeah, so you got to pay that 10%.
I have another video. This
I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go pick Chloe up too, y'all. But I had fun with this. This was so interesting.
Don't forget, Dave. Coupons if you want to go.
I gotta go.
Okay, see you.
Bye, you guys. Good night. I hope you guys have a
good night. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, cuz.
All right, bye.
Love you, cuz.
There's a guy to be with y'all.
Shit. I'm hoping I'm probably like what 300K a year.
300K a year?
Yeah. I need 6K.
6K?
600.
600K.
Yeah. If you make more, I'm fucking with it. But it's like, that's the minimum.
So why 600 and like you said what you say?
Why 600K?
Why 300 and 600K?
That's what I'm gonna be making. You gotta match my energy. That's what I'm gonna be making. You gotta match my energy.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
I feel like I'm the type of bitch to spoil my nigga. So it's just like if I'm spoiling you, you gotta spoil me the same way. Like we should be going on dates every month. I'm talking about like 8, 9 dates a month. You feel me? Like every weekend type shit. So it's like you gotta be making bread.
How much is a guy?
Okay. That's that video.
That's just stupid. Yeah.
My thing is, people have done the statistics. They pulled it up. It's like less than 2% for men who really make over 6 figures. It's here and there. It's hit and miss. So is these women realistic that they want a man to earn? Those are high.
The city girls got everybody messed up.
It sounded like they was serious about it. Yeah, it's like but now good luck on finding
It
Good luck
also
on finding somebody that much.
you
Yeah.
get back. Like they never
Now, the type
added
of girls
up.
that be at rumors and a VIP trying to drink up everybody's bottle and just want to hang for free. That's that type of girl.
But the girl that said 300K, I ain't gonna lie. I'll accept her spoiling me, but hey, until I become famous, she don't get 300K out of me. So,
have any of you ever had to lie about how much you make to get a date?
No way. No way.
No.
Never.
Hell no.
I mean, what for?
Hell no.
You ain't got nothing to prove to nobody.
I said, just think, going on with what y'all saying. I'm just chiming in.
I ain't about to lie about
No,
shit.
he said, who said, I said, but it wasn't to say that I lied. That's all. I was, how people just chime in and say, make noise.
Okay, so Leah, are those women realistic with the $300,000 and the $600,000 earners they want from the men?
I think that was just for social media. Because they didn't even look like they made that much. So
She said what we're going to make. I want somebody to match
That's
what I'm
right.
going to make in the future. So she's not even making that herself.
Right.
No, you have a lot of women who always want the man to make way more money than that they make. So is that realistic or is that not? Do you all find that to be an issue or no? Yeah.
It really depends because I know some guys that I literally have met some guys who feel like they should make more than the woman in their household. So it really just depends on the person. I mean, if you make more than me, I don't care if you make more than me. I mean, as long as we both got an income coming in, yeah. That's all
Okay,
that
so it doesn't bother you if you make
no.
But just
It
don't make
bothers
it
me.
like
I can't even lie.
throw it in your face type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, I make more than you. When they argue, I make nigga, you ain't doing it. Don't do that. Don't do that. But it's cool if you make more than me. It's no problem. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Okay, you make more than me. Okay, well, that's good.
That's more money for the bills and stuff like that.
But you have women who would still be earners and they still don't want to spend their money. They want y'all to spend all of y'all money and they want to pocket their money to do whatever it is that they want to do.
Well, I'm gonna cut the rug then.
Facts.
Go back to your mama house.
Yeah. You can't. She can't live. Yeah.
If you're not about to, if you making more than me, and we go out on a date, it be sometimes I might not have it. You can't pay for it. Now, if you can't do that, then what the hell? What's the problem?
She probably
cheating. She feels like the man is supposed to have the money and supposed to do it. They're not supposed to.
Okay, but if y'all in a relationship and y'all talk about y'all financial shit, y'all had discussions about this. You see what I'm saying? So if we go on a date, baby, I ain't got it. Okay, take care of the bill.
Wait, you down a lot. Y'all in a relationship already? We just talking about dating. If you dating a person, it depends how long you dating this person. If y'all got that kind of communication together, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If she know you only doing this and you doing that, and she doing this and you doing that, well, damn, baby, sometimes treat me shit.
Yeah. I actually have dated somebody where we took turns on paying for stuff. Like we actually kept track on who paid for what each time. Like whenever we was out somewhere, out and about.
Sweetest day is supposed to be next week. Who pays for the date? That's supposed to be for the men, right?
So
who paid for that date?
Yeah. The woman pays for the man on the sweetest day. That's y'all's day.
Sweetest
day. Thank you.
Okay, I appreciate that.
I'm glad somebody acknowledges it.
Yeah,
And
sweetest
we should get a
day,
gift,
but
too.
I guess they all man-made holidays, but that's like a make-believe holiday that's only.
No, so it's Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is make-believe.
Hey,
I mean, it's only an Ohio
so
thing
guess
for real.
what? Plan you a date on
Yeah.
Yes. We deserve to have a romantic holiday. Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm in agreement.
I got another question. I have another question. So maybe
I want to chime in real quick. Okay.
Wait a second. So for men with gifts, when a woman does give you, so now you all been on a couple of dates, okay? When a woman to get you a gift, do you all feel you want to top her gift now? Meaning you want to spend a little bit more on her gift? Just say whatever she did. I don't know. She did whatever it is that you like, you loved it. Are you like, oh, next time I'm gonna really just spoil her, I'm gonna get her everything, or are y'all just like, oh no, she just gave me what she needed to, and that was it?
Depends how our chemistry is and how, depends on the chemistry. Like you buy me a PS5, then I'm gonna see. I mean, and if we got good chemistry, I'm gonna see if I can outbeat it. But if our chemistry not good, you buy me a PS5, then no, I'll buy you, I don't know, something from Ulta Beauty or something. Yeah.
Okay, so yours is based on if you're feeling her. It's not based on okay, you got this. I'm gonna get okay. So Mike, what do you got? How do you feel if a woman gave you like a you want it?
Wait a minute. I think Ryan is one of the most smartest dudes on the call. Okay. All right, so basically it's all a competition. If she do something for me, then I gotta do something for her. Then it's like a back and forth type of thing.
I can't hear it.
Even though we think we're not competing, we're definitely competing.
Got it. Miles, what you got?
I don't think I ever really felt like that. Like it's a competition. Like if somebody buy me some Jordans, I'm supposed to buy her something. I don't even know what women like no more. What's an expensive shoe?
What happened to just because?
Yeah, I mean exactly. I mean, I never. I don't even think like
you
that.
feel yourself still doing it, and then like, oh well, consciously you're gonna do it just
it could be
because
the smallest thing that you can buy a woman at the top of your gift, for real. You know what I'm saying? You might see something in the house that she might like. Okay, well she might like elephants, or she might like dolphins. You might even get her a gift like that. That'll make her feel better. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta go top her with this because what she can spend
like flowers and the car.
It's the little things that count more than the big things, for real.
Personal things.
It's all about paying attention to your person. That's it.
That's right.
It's paying attention to your person, what they like, what they're into, because a lot of times a sentimental gift can mean more than expensive gifts.
Okay, so then if that's the case, are you all okay? So you know how they have love languages. Are you giving somebody gifts based on their love languages or based on how you want to give their love languages?
That's deep.
I love the way I want to be loved back.
That's not how people love.
Yeah, so that's basically based off of communication.
That's where communication comes in, because if I'm loving you in a way that you're not feeling it, or something's not in alignment, then we need to have that communication and figure out what it is that you like versus what it is that I like.
And what's important. That's why they call it a love language. It's getting to know each other and to know how we need to love each other. So I'm going to love you how I love you, but how do you need me to love you? You're going to love me how you love me, but how do I need you to love me? And where do we meet? That's why they say men are from Mars, women are from Venus, that book back in the day. We have to learn each other and then be willing to be vulnerable to let each other in that space. Now that's what gets you to those free dates. That's what gets you to, let's go to the park and drink out the same bottle. That's what gets you there. Where we don't have to do nothing, because the best things in life are truly free.
Leah, so if a man
compromise.
Leah,
and compromise, because I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I want to ask Leah really quickly. So Leah, if say you don't like flowers, right? And you've been on like 2 or 3 dates with him and he keeps bringing you flowers. I don't care if it's roses, whatever, something. You don't really like flowers. Do you continue to receive them, or do you say, I don't really like that? How do you communicate certain things when you're getting to know somebody? Because people can take what you say and they can get a little defensive. So if you don't like flowers, how would you communicate that to a man?
Well, I can say something to that. Oh, you said Leah. Go ahead.
First of all, pay attention to like you said, because you may say something and they may get offended by it. So I usually pay attention when I'm communicating with somebody or getting to know. So after probably about the third time, I would tell them I appreciate them, but I would try to hint around like other things that I like. Because honestly, I'm not a flower person or whatever. So I would appreciate the gesture, but I would try to maybe make hints or suggestions as something else that I really, really would like. But again, that all comes with me paying attention to him too, as I'm getting to know him, to know, hey, if I come down, is this going to offend him and maybe make him shut down? So
Right. That
But
shutdown
why
part is
hint?
real.
Why hint around? And I think that's where a lot of us get messed up, because you can communicate what you want and need in a way that it doesn't come across. Like for me, I love flowers, but I don't have a green thumb. And I had a person buy me flowers, and I was like, hey, I really appreciate this. I love flowers, but if I can't keep them long enough to enjoy them, please don't spend no more money on flowers. These are some of the things that I like.
But then that's what I say. I would communicate that, but then too, I wouldn't want to say it in a way like Marchel'e said, it may offend them. So I don't want them to shut down, especially at the beginning stage. That's when most people are kind of like the most vulnerable, where you kind of get those little things that'll help carry you through the relationship. Because you know, if you say something a certain way, this may make this person shut down and not be open to communicating or like receiving what you have to say. So it just all, to me, it just all boils down to communication. That means expressing yourself, but also listening and paying attention to how they receive stuff, or just listen to what they, how they communicate with you. So
okay.
And honesty is the best policy, because one thing I do know about me is that I like what I like and I don't like what I don't like. And if I'm receiving something that I don't like and I'm not really appreciating, it's wasting both of our time for me to keep saying, oh, thank you, baby, these are so pretty, when I know good and dang on well I don't like flowers. I might be allergic to flowers. Baby, you know what? I thank you for getting me these flowers, but I really don't like flowers like that. You know what I do like though is XYZ. And I really appreciate, but let him know that you appreciate love what he's doing, but that's just not it.
Yeah, like gift is a gift.
Okay, so guys, we're gonna go about 15 more minutes to 10. Miss Ice, I'm gonna give you the floor if you could just run it. I'm gonna show one other video. Well, I got a couple more videos, but I'm gonna show a video, and then I want you to run the panel if you can.
Okay. Well, the video didn't come through. Okay, here we go.
It was in college.
Oh.
College. It was in college. Like, you were never curious before. You never messed around with. I'm a good man. Any woman would want a man like me. Any woman would want a man like me. Like me. So you go ahead and try to throw me away. You go ahead and try. You go ahead and try. Like I said, let me tell you something. You will never find another man like me. You will never find another man like me. You're judging me, and that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. For what? For what? College. I'm a different man now. Serious. You're not serious. It's not finished. 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 Because I slept with a few dudes in the past in college does not mean you're going to sit there and call the wedding off. It was in college. Right now, right now, college. It was in college. Oh, for the love of God. It was in college. It was in college. You act like you were never curious before. You never messed around with. I'm a good man. Any woman will want a man like me. Any woman will want a man like me. Like me. So you go ahead and try to throw me away. You go ahead and try. You go ahead and try. Like I said, let me tell you something. You will never find another man like me. You will never find another man like me. You're judging me, and that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. For what? For what? College. I'm a different man now. Serious. You're not serious. It's not finished. 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 because I slept with a few dudes in the past in college does not mean you're going to sit there and call the wedding over.
Okay, good. All right. That first off, that was really painful to watch. You know, just in case anybody missed it, what happened was these two were engaged and ready to walk down the aisle, I think within a few days. The woman found out that her fiance had slept with some dudes in his college days and called off the wedding. So you know, he was hurt. Of course, he said, I'm a good guy. It was back in the past. I was curious. This is what happened. But I feel like I'll go first that this is something that should have been said from the beginning. At this point in time, you don't have to lie and kick it. There's too many people that are out open, sexually fluid, that you can hand pick and choose whatever type of relationship and define that for what you want before you get to going down the aisle. And you should be able to be transparent enough with your partner. So I'm just going to open up the panel. I don't know everybody's name, so I apologize. I'm going to go with Leah first. Leah, I think you should be able to kick it to the next person. What's your thoughts? Would you have called it off, or would you have continued on, forgave, and, you know, went on with the marriage and the wedding?
I agree with you said. That's something that you have to be upfront with. Like, I don't think it was fair for her to find that out right at that moment. And she was, you know, about to become this man's wife. Like, and he see that it was something that was important to her. Stuff like that, I think you should be upfront with, because, like you said, it's nowadays people have so many ways that they define their relationship, and everybody's system is different. So if that's something that she doesn't agree with or don't believe it, I don't see him being fair with listening to her feelings. He's just looking at, you know, him and his reactions. But I don't think for calling off, if that's something that she doesn't agree with and it's something that really bothers her, I think she's right in not continuing on with their marriage, because if she would have gone forward with the way she felt, that marriage was doomed to fail from the get-go. So
From
I
the
think
get-go,
that's
I'm in agreement.
Should have been
And
discussed before they even got to that point of marriage.
Yeah, and also I know I said I don't know everybody's name. Y'all names are clearly on there. I just can't see all that great. So I do see Miles. Is that your name, Miles?
Yeah,
Mike.
Right.
Oh, Mike. Okay.
Miles. No, you was right.
Forgive me, y'all.
It's a Miles and a Mike. It's a Miles and a Mike.
It's a Miles and a Mike. Let's go with Miles, since I said Miles first. Miles, what's your take? How would you have felt if it was you, or the shoe was on the other foot, if there was the woman that you found out that, you know, have been experimenting with other women? What's your take on it?
I mean, from a female, if it was a female, it probably wouldn't have bothered me as much. But I mean, I agree with her 100%. I mean, she had every right. I mean, that's something that you should tell somebody early on. You don't wait to the wedding day to say, "Hey, I used to sleep with guys." You know, that's crazy.
Really, Katrina?
Yeah, I agree with, you know, the other two in saying that it should have been disclosed up front, because some people would appreciate the honesty, and then at that point they can have that opportunity to decide if they want to continue with the relationship and move on, because people do change. It's no different than a crackhead who used to be a crackhead and now they're, you know, coming out and saying, I'm clean. Do you still look at them as a crackhead, or do you give them that opportunity to show you that they're clean? So that should have been disclosed up front, so she could have had her options to decide how she wanted to move forward.
All right, Mike. I'm gonna say Mike just because I heard the name Mike already.
Yeah,
Where we at?
I kind of agree with what Leah said. It's kind of doomed from the beginning, because now you got to go through counseling and try to figure out, do he still want guys, or do he still want girls, or it's so confusing, you know what I'm saying, right before they get married too. So that's just kind of like, it's just doomed before the beginning.
Yeah, it looks like Troy.
Trav.
My apologies.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts? What's your take on the video?
I think he missed it. I think he missed it. He got up.
Oh, he missed it? Okay.
I think.
The two gentlemen still remaining. outside of Trav, what's your take on it? Because I can't see your names, and I apologize for that.
Yeah, I think
I don't know. Trav, did you see the video? I thought he got up.
I don't even think he hears you for real.
I
don't think so either.
What you
The
got,
other
Ryan?
two gentlemen.
Well, so okay, so me, I think that something like that should have been discussed way before, like as soon as y'all got in a relationship. You should, yeah. Somebody like you should, she shouldn't have, and even though he wasn't into women back when he was doing that, still, I feel like that is something that you should let a woman know, because
Absolutely.
because you mean. Just basically tell her that you was bisexual. You went from bisexual.
Absolutely. And the one gentleman that hasn't spoken yet.
Chinaza, what you got with that one?
Well, I'll keep it fair. If it was two girls, then I would hold her to the same standard that I would hold the guy. I would hold him to the same standard. So no, I wouldn't marry a boy, because it's a good possibility he's gonna come home and you know what? He's gonna come home.
Say it's happening.
Okay, so I have a question. So this is now your spouse, right? And you go to a school reunion, a high school reunion. So whatever, however many years, 10 years, 20 years, however many years later. And they all saying like, "Whoo, your girl used to be a hoe back in the day. She used to be a prostitute. She used to be this. She used to be that." Just going on like totally not the person who you've been married to or that you've known. You approach your woman, your wife, excuse me, and she's like, "Look, that was back in the day. You don't want to know nothing about that. You leave that conversation where it's at." How do you know that situation? Women obviously flip it to men, and men flip it to women. Ryan, go ahead first.
So, all right. So you saying that this was my spouse, like this isn't around, but it was my spouse. And okay, so same thing. I mean, it felt like you probably should have told me about it when we got together. I mean, but even though even women can get away with messing with other women, then guys can get away with messing with dudes. But yeah, still felt like you probably should have told me it way in advance before we get married.
So you keep pressing her to tell you, because she's like, "Look, that was back then. I'm not telling you if I used to sell ass back in the day. I'm not getting into that."
What okay, actually, you know what? I kind of like take it back some sense. Again, since women can get away with with messing with women. I mean, honestly, I probably wouldn't even care. I mean, you wasn't cheating on me back then. It wasn't like we was together back then and you was cheating on me when it happened. So, yeah, I probably wouldn't even care about it.
Mike, what you got?
Yeah, so usually, like in the industry we do work in and stuff like that, being a model and stuff like that, when a whole bunch of women is talking, I don't want to be nowhere around, because it's never going to be like a good thing. They either talking about who they have sex with and who they want to have sex with, and I just want to avoid the whole conversation.
Go ahead.
No.
Chinaza.
Oh, it's funny. I'm hanging out with someone right now, and the conversation came up yesterday that they used to hang out at Freaknik. So I'm like, hey, what's the possibility of me seeing you on these videos that's coming out? And she said there was none at all. But I know that she had a good time and she's really cool people, so I never hold her, to Freaknik. I wouldn't do it. I mean, it's cool. Your moment was your moment, and you don't show signs of that looseness today, and I'm cool with it. Yeah.
So what is too much? What is sharing too much on a first date? What's sharing too much? Because you all like here your whole life story. So what is like? This is not really like first couple dates information to share with someone. Miles, what's too much?
Well, you could definitely get too personal on a first date. Yeah, I wouldn't get that personal on the first date.
You know that I know. That's too much. You start to name drop. That's too much.
Yeah, that might be too much.
Okay. Okay, you're familiar with them. Who else got something?
Too much. Oh man, too much can be a lot. I mean, you could be talking about like your exes maybe, or you could be talking about like what type of what type of mental conditions you got, or just like anything, like or just like there's some just like a lot like personal stuff. Really, it can be a lot for too much. Really.
Anybody have any examples of anyone who might have shared too much on a date? Overshare on the first couple dates, 1 to 4.
I kind of see it from different perspectives. I definitely feel like you have to fill out the person that you're having a conversation with, but I also believe in transparency because if we're dating to get to know each other and you want to tell me some things or disclose some things up front, then I'm going to respect and appreciate that you're telling me that because I may not want to continue a second and third date after that because of what you're saying. So I'm going to respect and appreciate what you're telling me. And then from there, I'm going to decide how I want to move forward.
I'm in agreement. I'm a member of the Word Church. Even though I live in Florida, I'm still a member of the Word Church. So I don't know if y'all are all familiar with Pastor Dr. R.A. Vernon. And he would have the, dating 101, and he would have the single nights and, teach us how to date as singles. And one of the main things that he said was when you get on that first date that you should be as transparent. This is what's wrong with me, what's wrong with you, so we can figure out if we want to continue on. I don't know, like it's no book, you know what I'm saying? No guide. Maybe there's a few on how to date, how to get to know each other, but I feel like this, if you really are feeling that person and you do want to continue on, you have that deep connection, you have that energy that you want to keep going, then I feel like you should see where that's going to lead to. And, if it's some things that might come up in the past or some things that might make that person not want to date you, male and or female, then that's up to you to make that call. But you don't want to go too far in and then say, you know what, I'm crazy than a mug, you know what I'm saying, or I have stalker tendencies or anything, I got daddy issues, and this is now y'all is really starting to fall for each other, and it might be a little bit too late to pull back. So when is that fair? To disclose different things about yourself and your past and your history or your future, what you want for your future.
Yeah. Well, you ain't gonna know nothing.
Can I add just to I'm more into people come into your life for a reason. So even if this number one, I feel like the problem is as soon as we meet people, we automatically put them in, I'm dating him to be my man. Everybody that comes into your life is not meant to be somebody that you're supposed to date as your man. This person could came in your life to be a friend, you know what I'm saying? Or to help you on a business venture or something of that sort. And that's why it's very important to get to know each other, to understand why did this person come across my path. So being honest and upfront, I could be going through something or I could have expressed something, and this person may have been delivered a word to me, whether they choose to still deal with me or not. This person was put here to deliver a word that may change how I think or how I move in myself. So I'm just a person that I don't believe in consequences. I mean, not consequences, coincidence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly. I believe that every single person that comes in your life comes into your life for a reason, but everybody is not meant to be your mate. And that's where we keep putting people where we want them to be versus where they should be.
Good point. So I have one more video for tonight. This is our last video. Then we're going to start wrapping things up. It's about standards. Everybody has like a little note, when they're going on dates. I want you to have this. I want you to have that. I don't want you to have this. I want you to tell me, is what she's saying over the top, or is this kind of like within range, or it's more like, girl, that ain't even nothing. She didn't even say it. She should have added more to her list of things. Let me see. Hold on. 1 second.
Oh, Space Jam.
Business, Christian, clean, hygienic, nice smile, family oriented, and
You're wild. You want a lot. You're
Right.
asking for a lot.
I
And you're
mean,
not
hey, you
putting-
asked me.
Yeah, but
Superman every time.
it's kind of
I
wild.
mean,
Every time you ask
did
a
I say
question.
one thing about must be an athlete?
You
must
said
be a
athletic.
I said in shape.
In shape
That's
is
athletic.
athletic. What's in shape?
In shape means your body looks toned and you go to the gym.
Girl.
You want them in shape, go to church, go to school, take the kids to school, cook.
Wait, we didn't
Yeah,
even say
man.
we didn't
You
even say
want him
nothing.
to do everything.
I'm looking for a single man with no children who's in shape, business savvy, Christian, clean, hygienic, nice smile, family oriented, and
You're wild. You want a lot.
Right.
You're asking for a lot.
I
You're
mean,
not
hey, you
putting-
asked me.
Yeah, but that's
It's like Superman every time.
it's kind.
Okay. So was that a
Oh,
lot, a little, too much?
That's
Tell her
direct.
Jesus not available no more.
That's cold because you can't get if you don't have any standards, you're gonna find yourself with any and everybody. I'm not if you know what you like and what you don't like, why is that a problem to say I would like these qualities in my mate?
Yeah, kind of like
This is
she's
what
kind of
I'm
like
looking
contradicting
for.
herself in a way.
She's not saying, "Oh, you got to be a baller." She's saying these core values is what she's looking for, and I don't see anything wrong with that. I see something is wrong with the lack thereof.
Okay, real quick comment from Letitia. She said she's on point, unrealistic about the no children. Is there an age
No.
when you're like, okay, no, you're over 25 and you don't have no kids, or you're over 40? Is that like unrealistic for a woman to be in her 40s and like, I don't want to date a man that has children? Is that unrealistic?
I mean, for me, if I'm dating, I don't mind a man having children. Now, I may feel a way about the age of the children just because I'm in my 40s, and I kind of want to be with a person that if they have children, they have adult children that way, because we can actually enjoy ourselves. But depending on how good that person is to me, I'll accept younger children, and we just about to raise these kids.
But okay, but the question is,
What
what
if
is
the other baby mother's fault?
Is it unrealistic for a woman to ask for a man to have no children over a certain age? Is that an unrealistic standard?
I believe it is. I believe it is.
I don't think it's unrealistic. I think the statistics go down, but they're out there. You just have to find them.
Okay.
They exist.
What about back to the standards, Ryan? Was her standard list with 10 parameters, or was she like overkill?
They were just basic standards. It wasn't nothing unrealistic or nothing ridiculous.
I think that when a person put out their standards, when they let the whole world know what they're looking for, it creates the opportunity for imposters to step in and be or try to pretend what you are expecting. It does. It creates that opportunity for imposters to step in because you're laying it all out there. You let them know that this is what I want. This is what I expect. So you be that. It's easy for a person to play the role, play the part. But what's difficult is how long they can maintain it. So I never allow a woman to ask me, what am I looking for in a woman? I'll never reveal what I'm looking for in a woman. Because you can easily become that person.
And I believe sometimes too. I
sorry?
believe it's a blurred line because some people standards and expectations. I think there's a blurred line right there. So people can have certain standards, but then sometimes people make those standards and expectation. And it should be a need versus a want. What do I need versus what I actually want? A preference of what I want, or a standard and an expectation. I think that's where a lot of the miscommunication comes in.
The standards can be internal. You don't have to reveal what they are. All you have to do is let a person be who they are. Let that person be who they are. And then you determine whether or not you want to be or deal with that person as they are. I appreciate her because her standards is very acceptable. I think it's extremely acceptable. I think that she's asking for something very ordinary and very, very nice. I appreciate what she put out there because it's easy to be that. Either you are that or you're not that. Period. Either you are or you aren't. You know, so she kind of, to me, she kind of put it out there. You know, and I appreciate her for that right there. Not many people can explain it that like that break it down to that denomination. People can do that, and I appreciate her for doing it. But like I say, I never tell a person what I look for, what I'm expecting, what I want, what I desire, because it's up to me to determine whether or not you have those in you as a person, as an individual. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? You know, and if I'm not hanging around to appreciate it, then it's because you just don't have it. It's okay, it's cool. And you know, I'm old head, man. I'm old head. And I've yet to find that woman to just take my breath away. You know, not to say that I won't run away with it, because I will. I just haven't, you know, run into it yet. Period. And I've done
Shanaza, I would add to that too. I feel like you know, people, we look at the potential of a person versus the reality of a person. So that kind of goes into what you were saying. We look at this person like, oh, well, if they A, B, C, F, you know, then maybe we'll be cool, but not looking at that this person is a certain way. So like you said, you have to start just allowing people to be who they are. Pay attention to how they move, pay attention to how they treat you, and you know, the attention that you get from that person, and then determine it. Because if we trying to change people and waiting for them to be something, that's where the dating lines get messed up.
But
it'll never work out.
Downside.
Yeah.
Be a downside. You should already have it. You should already be in place. And if you're not there, then I'm sorry, we just not. We have fun. We can hang out, we can eat, we can drink, we can have the best times. But as far as any sort of future, as far as any sort of plans, you know, it's not going to happen. You know, I mean, a fool with money will soon depart. Not that I have money, I don't have money.
Don't say that. Speak it in existence. You have everything you need and more.
I do have everything I need and more. You know, I do. That's the real of it. So at my age, I'm good. I'm good.
Excellent. So this is the part. I'm gonna have one final question for everyone, and then you'll do your sign off after this. So first, I want to thank everybody for joining Formula USM tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me.
So we talk fashion, beauty, and travel over here for USM, but I wanted to do like an open forum kind of thing, just to talk to people, see what's going on. I know relationships is always like that icebreaker. Everybody has always had a encounter when it comes to dating or relationships or whatever. So that's why we went with that. If you all have any further topics for the open forum, I haven't decided how often I want to do something off my main fashion, beauty, and travel, but I'm all ears. I want to hear what the topics are. I want everybody to like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't, leave something in the chat. Just so our page can grow. So we go live every Sunday at 8 p.m. And you don't always have to hit the panel. You could just come into the chat and say something, share a link, tell a friend, anything, and all will help. So do any of you all know what the candle fragrance of the night was?
Ooh.
I have it on my counter. Hold on a second. Hold it.
Uh-oh.
It was stress relief. No, that wasn't. It wasn't.
No, but it sounds like I need that one. No, Does anybody else remember? It was
Wait, what?
Something
What was the candle scent?
I'm pushing my own candles.
Wait, what's the question? I'm sorry. What? I'm confused.
okay. So at the beginning of the
you got on
show, there is a candle fragrance that I give out.
Oh,
If you can remember or recall what it is, you receive 10% off of your Seychelles purchase.
I logged in late.
It, look, it looked like that looks like pina colada. It looks like a pina colada.
Okay, so Lanisha was here. She was here from the beginning. Pure wonder. That's it.
All right. Yay.
Off of her next purchase at Seychelles Clothing. Seychelles Clothing. Okay, so I want to start with Shanaz, and then we're just gonna work our way down. Leah and Miss Ice. Obviously, y'all gonna stay on last. Obviously, so Shanaz, I want to know: do you do pickup lines?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Do you say pickup lines to women?
Oh yeah.
And if you do, what is your best pickup line?
I look at like me, give a girl like you.
So one more time. You said it.
No, we didn't hear you. What did you say?
You can never deliver a pickup line twice. Either you catch it the first time, or you just scrap it all together.
We all missed
We didn't hear it.
We didn't hear you.
I will not repeat it. So, right.
Oh,
he don't want to expose himself.
Okay, well, we're gonna take that as he uses pickup lines because he had one right off the top of his head. I didn't hear it. I don't think anybody else heard it.
It's like a good joke that's gone bad. So no, I will not repeat it.
Got it. Well, thanks for joining the panel, and we'll see you next time.
Absolutely.
Right.
Nice to meet you, man.
Y'all are meeting new people.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Okay, Ryan, do you give pickup lines? And if you do, what is your best pickup line?
Sometimes I give up pickup lines. Depends on the scenario or the atmosphere. But if I do have a pickup line, I'll say, yo, I am bringing light skin back.
Good night.
Wait, did your camera freeze?
That means we weren't supposed to hear that line.
Oh, I think it broke. Yeah, it did freeze.
You froze, Ryan.
Okay, so it froze. Okay, so so if I do have a pickup line, there's two of them. One is okay. I am bringing light skin back in style. You should check me out. Or I will say, I am the perfect package because I'm a rare species. I'm a nigga with colored eyes. So you should definitely try me out. That's what I'll say.
Ooh, okay. Got it. Well, thank you for joining, and hopefully we see you back here soon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I gotta inbox you too, Ryan, man.
All right, yeah, definitely.
Good seeing you,
Bye,
man.
Ryan.
Okay, Mike, do you do pickup lines?
I gotta honestly say I don't do pickup lines. I usually smile and kind of get away with it. And I usually buy a drink. Like if I'm gonna buy a drink, I'll buy some tequila or something like that, and maybe a double shot of tequila.
She got to drink tequila?
If whatever she like. If it's Tito's or tequila,
Three wise men.
Yeah, or whatever. Jack Daniels. I usually get away with smiling. My favorite thing is just to smile at a woman or something like that, just to get her attention, and then I'll buy her a drink. Hey, nice to meet you. What's your name? Here's a shot of tequila. Let's take shots and let's hang out.
Got it.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
Got it.
Well, you're going to get that girl. She said she don't do cocktails.
Well, yeah, let's get something to eat. Let's get a sandwich.
Yeah, good old family.
I'm just a regular type of dude. I'm not trying to do too much. I usually get away with my smile. I think I got a beautiful smile. So.
Oh.
Got it. Well, we thank you for joining the panel here.
Yes.
add into the conversation. I think it still flowed with the number of people that we had on. So I think that
My goodness.
so thank you.
I appreciate the invite. I'll see you
Yes.
guys next Sunday.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, Katrina. Do you do pickup lines?
I do not.
Have you
I
ever
feel I'm just a genuine person. I feel like I just come with my genuine vibe and things just take it from there. I mean, if I like someone, I may give them a look, but that's about it.
Okay, have you ever heard what is a pickup line somebody may have used on you?
Oh my God, there's so many that I have to laugh at that I get them all the time. How beautiful I am and I'm the sunshine and it's so much I can't even remember them all. I ain't even gonna lie.
Well, we just know me and Art using them. Okay,
yes,
well,
yes.
Joining tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Nice to meet you guys.
Yes.
Bless it. Yes.
Yes, have a good day.
Kudos. Okay, Miles.
Fun night.
Thank you. You look like you multitasking playing a game too or something.
I'm playing with the dog.
What do you use?
Huh?
Cute dog.
No, thank you.
So do you use any pickup lines?
No, I've never used pickup lines. I think no, it's just conversation for me. I mean, my best pickup line was maybe to grab their hand and just start talking. You know, hey, what's up? How you doing? What's your name? Type of thing. No, I never use pickup lines.
Okay. No pickup lines there. Well, thanks for joining and we'll see you next time.
All right. See y'all next time. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Okay, girl. So, what was your take on tonight? I got to step away one more second. I'll be right back. But
okay.
Talk to yourself how you think the night went.
Sounds good. Yo. Hey, Leah. Hey. What was your take on the night? Great energy.
It was. I like the fact that it was actually a dialogue and a conversation. Like everybody had, you had a chance to hear different dynamics and different sides. So, the energy was good. And like I said, I like the fact that everybody was participating, so it wasn't just a one-sided conversation. And everybody's views were not the same.
Right. And that's what I like the most. Because I don't like a lot of yes people. Don't tell me what I want to hear. Let's keep it going. Like, that's what the spice of life.
Right. And that's how you like you said, I don't like being in a conversation, especially in a group where everybody is on the same page, because you don't get to grow, you don't get a chance to learn, and then you get to see different perspectives to maybe look at something in a different light. So, but what I do with a lot of the videos, I think it's an age difference. Like that's what I was seeing. Like the people in the videos were like maybe in their early 20s. Well, I think the one young lady, like she may have been in her 30s, but I think a big difference too, as far as dating, is the age gap. Different.
Yeah, and the difference in the age and the expectations. I think I really feel like it went for a nosedive, like chivalry and being that feminine energy matching that masculine energy is a total disconnect, and I think it's a lot of what we see and what we hear, the music we're listening to, the videos, the social media, and what people are really putting out there. I said the city girls mess it up for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put it on and period too. Like what?
Right. Yeah, I actually saw a post where it said that this woman actually said dating and range. Let me get it right. She said She said, women said that she finds a man being romantic is too feminine, and that's being feminine.
See, I can't. Yeah, no, that's not feminine. That's called chivalry and courting. Like, where did we go wrong with that? Feminine. Like, who raised you? Like, who's raising these people? That's what I want to know.
That's exactly right. Social media.
And that ain't it.
It's hard for me to believe that a lot of people think the way that a lot of those videos are, because I'm like, you have to be doing this to content for social media, because some of the stuff just seems so unrealistic. But I think it was Katrina that said she works in a bar environment, you know, so she gets a chance to see a lot of action. And yeah,
it's
I mean,
a lot.
It is a lot. Well,
it scares me about my next generation for my grandbabies, because as a 46-year-old woman, I'm looking for my grandkids. Like, I have bonus grandbabies, but I'm looking for the ones that came from my womb. You know what I'm saying? Those grandkids, my actual bloodline lineage, me and their dad. My eldest baby, I'm okay, because they've been high school sweethearts, college sweethearts, and now, you know, they have the promise rings and stuff, and she's a beautiful, solid young lady. Now, my baby, I'm a little concerned for him. He's 21, you know. I'm like, Lord, have mercy.
That's a lot.
I know I raised them, but I'm looking for who's they mate gonna be, you know.
And I think it's the exposure to the social media, unfortunately. And then I think a lot of people, they kind of like pick up behaviors and traits, not intentionally, like they're watching social media, like, okay, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. But you know how you see so much, and then you find yourself like a sponge, you absorb it, and then now that's coming. And I think that's a lot of what goes on too, because so many people are watching social media, or even like the reality TV shows, or like you say, the videos, or the music artists. You know, you constantly listen to that music all day.
Yeah,
you know, it desensitizes you to a lot of stuff, and I think that's one of the behaviors that we see.
Hey, my Gigi baby.
Wait, I don't even know how to
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P.
On camera.
T U V. Hey, girl. Yeah. Hey, mommy.
She was really quickly before you ladies go. I want to know, and let's answer Nisha's question. Do any other ladies today know what chivalry is based on from the Webster's dictionary, so they know how a man is supposed to be treated?
Well, put it out there, because I haven't read it from the dictionary, but I know from past actions,
right?
Like holding the door. You know, chivalry back in the day was when it was a puddle of water and y'all was walking, the man would put down his jacket so your feet wouldn't get wet. You know what I mean? Opening that door, that's the stuff that gets you hot.
Right. Listen, we should have had this conversation. I feel like that's what men don't understand. They think like sex start in the bedroom. No, sex start all day. Like
all day.
It's how you treating me, what you saying. All day. That's gonna turn me on. You've been dogging me all day. We've been arguing all day, or we've been whatever. Baby, sex.
And you think I'm supposed to be wet at the end of the day? Come again?
No, right.
Okay, by that time, if you ain't, and it ain't about the whining and dining, like you said, it's the looking at you. Did you rub your hand on my back? Did you open my door? Did you whisper a sweet nothing in my ear? Did you say, "Baby, how you doing?" Because
Leon, what about that? You want to say something?
Little things. One of the guys said, he said it's the little things. He was saying you don't have to do all this extraordinary big stuff just to try to impress. He say it's the
that's right
thing. And it's not little things meaning that you're being cheap or that you don't value her. But it's the little things, you're paying attention to the little things that mean a lot to her that may not be, a lot to you, but it's important to her.
Yeah. I just want to recall something from my late husband. When I was down at Kent State, that Circle K that was on Main Street. I think it was United Dairy Farmers at the time of 2000s. And me and him was like always just going. We just had a volatile relationship, but we love each other. And that's one thing that I always knew. But one day I was at work and I was working at the United Dairy Farmers, and he had our eldest son. And I guess they had went to the mall, and he came to where I was working, and he had some candles and little whatnots for me. And I just remember that gesture so deep, and the thought that I had in my mind at that moment, I felt so special and so loved that he took that time out to come up to my job and give me a token of his love and appreciation. That's what those little things are.
Yeah, I love it. I think the relationship conversation is good. I think I like this. I was sending some great videos. We found some good videos, honey.
Yes.
I don't know. Y'all think of a show topic for next week. I ain't got there yet, but our Halloween show, we're gonna do our Halloween show. Oh, it's not Halloween time. I think we got one more week.
We got 2 more weeks, I think. Next week and then the week after.
It's
coming.
Okay. All right, well, great show, ladies. So Leah, go ahead, sign off. Tell them where to find you, honey.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed the conversation. I like sitting back and just listening to everybody's inputs. It was really good. But you all can find me on Instagram, HTZ_styling team. And on Facebook, you can find me in our networking group, Ohio Beauty and Fashion Networking Group. So come in, join the group. If you have a business, event, anything that to network and promote yourself, you are welcome to post in that group.
Love it. Thank you. Till next time.
See y'all next week.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
I was late, but I definitely had a great time. I chimed in just to listen while I was getting myself together.
Mm-hmm.
This was, look, we was on the phone earlier. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be on till 10 now.
I know, right? Right.
2.5 hours later, that was some saucy talk. And the male energy mixed with that feminine energy and us dialoguing and really listening to one another, I think not only blessed us, but it's going to bless anybody who chimes in and watches, because that was so deep, and listening to the expectations from a man's point of view, because a lot of times us women, we have these conversations amongst ourselves, but we're not talking with each other, the man and that woman. And I think that was my favorite part of it. Everybody was very respectful, loving, and brought their authentic selves.
Mm-hmm. And I think I like that. Like it's candid, it's open discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's on there dating each other, so you don't feel like you got to tiptoe around something. You really get some.
Come on now.
You get insight to it. And I think it's interesting. I think it was very interesting. I think from the coupons coming out on the dates to the one like, I'm not going to the park with no man because I go to the park every day, to Chinaza like, hey, I'm gonna work a little bit harder just so I can, take whoever. So it's just interesting people's take on it. I think you do need to date in your lane, but I think you don't always know how to find your lane. So I think that's where it comes in. But men, if it's up to me, do not be out there spending $200, $300 on a date. Because you're not really getting to know that woman. Because women do go out just to eat nowadays.
Just for the eat. Like, are you serious right now? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you do want to get to know somebody with your conversation and things like that. But don't let women run you, because they will. And then you wonder why you got 2 days and you didn't get another date. Or answering your phone, because they'll do that too. Like they'll just say, okay, yeah, we went out, he spent that, but I ain't trying to go out with him no more because whatever. And then you didn't just wait $200, $300, and it's something that did with that, I'm pretty sure. But I love the conversation. This is one of my throwback old school episodes, girl. You see, we've been on here 2 hours and 30 minutes.
My good. I think this is a new record.
Girl, this is we don't since throwback. You know that
Yeah.
I had some technical
Jeezy.
difficulties at the beginning that was throwing me. I'm like, we're trying to be great, but I'm glad everything kind of got in
Worked
order.
out. That's right.
Where it is, you joined and everything.
Yeah.
Everything is good. So hopefully you got some likes, comments, and subscribe. And
yes,
yeah, it was good. So let's go ahead with your final words.
Okay, my final word is each one teach one, always. So I feel like if you no, not if when you chime in and when you have listened and watched this, that you should be able to take away a lot for a knowledge about what a woman expects and what a man expects and what we go through to be good, our best selves for that one. I think when you are dating, you put that little extra on for that person that you got that attraction to. So that's my take. And I feel like start off as friends, your best friend first, and then you can go ahead and then you can find your best friend outside of self in your mate. And then prayerfully you grow and be best friends for life. So me as a widow, that's what I will always take away. That I actually had a blessing, Frank Clark III, to have a best friend, and we didn't make it all the way through life, but we made it all through life. And what I'm saying is we did divorce, but that was still my Rolly. That's one of the people that I could call on for anything, and I will love him till infinity, and he knows that, and he knew it before he left. So that's my take. And I can't talk to him in the flesh anymore. So if I could give anybody any jewel, is to be that person's best friend. And you don't want to hurt your best friend. So when you're that person's best friend and they're your best friends, y'all gonna be riders for life and until infinity. And love does transcend through this realm. So as again, we're doing custom designs by Iced on Instagram because we're going to get that thing judged up in Iced Out Productions 1 and Iced Out Productions. So that's where you can find me on all my IG handles. Just look for Miss Ice and you'll find me. It's Ice, baby.
It's Ice, baby.
Ice, baby. Too cold. Hey. Okay. Go, girl. Get it, girl. Yes. Hey, I'm the hottest in the streets. Know you probably heard of me. Got a bag of fish, my teeth. Hope you know it ain't cheap. And I pay my mama's bills. I ain't got no time to chill. Say little. If you wanted to.
Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna call you Cardi or I'm gonna call you Miss Ice, but whichever, baby. Ow. Okay, guys, I want to say thank you to everyone who joined the panel tonight here on Formula EOSVM. We had our first open forum. We talked dating and we hit on a little bit of relationships. So dating, I think the biggest thing to know with dating is everybody's expectations are different. Everybody wants something different. You need to tap into it early on. Get to know that person. Fellas, I know a lot of time you're the one that's shelling out the money on the date. Make sure you're prioritizing your budget. How readily available was that woman for that particular date? Did she spend you 3-4 times before you went on a date? Did you have a lot of conversation on the phone before you went? Take all these things into consideration, I think, when you're talking about your budget for the person. Have more conversations so you're not at the Cheesecake Factory and she's like, excuse me, I don't do chain restaurants. If that turns you off, maybe you don't never even make it out. If you want to be the bar girl who chicken wings and fries, go ahead, but make sure that is set ahead early on. So, women, stop using these men to get a free meal. We talk all that boss chick, boss lady, boss. We got all this money. So use your money on yourself. Do not go out with a man just for a free meal. I think that's below us as women, as entrepreneurs or hard workers for our 9 to 5. I think we got enough money to pay for our own meal when we want it. And treat your man sometimes. I do feel like you go out once or twice, maybe that third time, offer to pay the bill. Most men gonna say no anyway, but ladies, offer it, or offer to just leave that tip. Or if you had a great server that night, he already tipped, just leave a additional tip. It's nothing to it. And I'm telling you, when I tell you men pay attention to what women do, it may not be an expectation of a woman paying, but a man knows in the back of his mind, like, oh, okay, she did this, she did that. That's good. Me and my husband, we went on tons of dates before we got married. Clearly, we were dating for a long time beforehand, and he did a pay, and he paid, and and then it's like, nah, I got this one. I can't remember if he took it or if he did, but I know I put it out there. Definitely with gifts and men are going to go above and beyond if the woman has put in the time. So ladies, just take that time, get to know that man. Fellas, get to know that woman. You might want to have more conversation before go out. I think social media has taken dating to a whole nother level. It does sound very call girl-ish. I believe Miss Ice used that word, or like prostitutes, and it just sounds the craziest things. It's like, you're gonna pay me before you spend any time with me. Girl, who are you? It's a ton of women who look good out here. So get that out your mind. All of that 6-figure man over 300, 400, 500, 600,000. I ain't saying he ain't out there. He is, but best believe, baby, you're gonna have to know how to speak. I found it so funny that a lot of those girls in those videos, he got to make $600,000. Girl, you can't even talk. You saying nigga every other word. You sound idiotic to me. So I can only imagine how you sound to a man who earns that kind of caliber of cash. And then I also want women to know, a man can make that kind of money, girl, and never would spend a dime on you. A man could work at McDonald's, make $15 an hour. Baby, he want to spend every dollar he have on you. So you got to keep that into account as well. Get to know the man, go out and enjoy the person. If you go into a situation to use a person, trust and believe they will figure it out. And then you're going to be left alone, or you're going to have a wet butt for no reason. So in the meantime, in between time, I have been Marchel'e. This has been Formula EOSBM. I had so much fun tonight. Thank you again to everybody who has joined the panel. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we will be back next week, next Sunday. Toodaloo. Till next time. See you all later. We are out of here. Peace out. Oh, I almost forgot my tagline. Damn. I've been talking so long. Listen, this is why you can't do no show for a long time. I've been talking so long, I forgot my tagline. So remember, it's a lifestyle. They're always watching. So, baby, give them something good to look at, honey. We're out. Toodles. Till next time. Hi, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Let's get ready for this live chat. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe right now. Come on in.